not just celebrating the passing of another year, but this very tremendous milestone, turning 75 years old. But we're here to honor his life, the wisdom he's given us, the love, the generosity, and all the incredible memories that I've had growing up, and all of you as friends and family have also experienced. So that's why we're here. I want to say about my dad, right? He's more than just a father to me. He's the head of our household, a source of our strength, and kind of a wellspring of wisdom for us. And as we look back on these 75 years, I want a lot of us to think about the countless moments of love that he shaped, not only myself, but all of you, right? He's had an impact on all of your lives and shaped it in one way or another. For those of you who don't know his history, right? He was born in Livermore, a very small village in Gujarat. And back then the world was a very different place, right? Over the years, he's witnessed so many things that I haven't seen. Historic events, changing technologies, even though he still asks me sometimes why the TV is not working or how do I do this on my phone, so I'm still full-time tech support, but that's something I'm just going to live with for the rest of my life. Besides that, right, he's one thing I can appreciate about my dad is he's navigated the ebb and flow of life with dignity and with grace. And I like to think that some of that has imparted on me as well. Not to the level of my dad, but I'm still working on that. One thing about my dad that some of you may not also know is he's had different kinds of experiences growing up. After living in Livermore, he actually moved to Africa and spent his formative years, elementary school, high school, all the way up until college in Uganda and Africa. And he's experienced a whole different lifestyle, way of life, living in a different country there. But all of that, these experiences that he's had, has led me to believe that he's become a testament to the values of hard work, perseverance, and above all, giving love to his friends and his family. And growing up, I remember that he wasn't just a provider, but he was a role model. One funny story, right, is when he first came to America, my mom followed 6 months later. My dad, he was working at the time. My mom had just came. She wasn't working, so her favorite pastime would be TV. And if you remember back then, right, we didn't have all this fancy streaming networks or cable TV. If you remember, we had the really old CRT TVs with the rabbit ear antennas, right? Remember those? And they would go in and out because the reception was so bad. But my mom had to watch the TV show, so my dad would literally stand there for 45 minutes, 1 hour, hour and a half, holding the two antennas to make sure that the reception is clear. So those kind of stories shows you what kind of person he is, how he went out of his way for his friends, his family, his loved ones, and that's something I'll always remember about him. Other times, other stories I remember is you don't even have to know him to experience his generosity. I won't go into detail, but there's been times that he's met complete strangers, paid for their medical surgeries, whatever, people he's just met, like a week before. And that's just one instance of many, but that generosity just keeps giving and giving and giving, no matter who you are, how well you know him, or if you just met him. So, today, as we celebrate his milestone birthday, I want us all to take a moment and reflect on that, how he shaped your life, hopefully how he's made your life better, or the positive impact that he's had on you. So, to that, I just wanted to say, your legacy extends beyond the 75 years you've now spent on this earth. It lives on the values that you've instilled in us, the traditions that you've passed down, and the love that binds our family and friends together. So, your 70th birthday, it's not just a look back, but it's a moment also for us to look forward with gratitude for the lessons that we've learned and the excitement and adventures yet to come. And, it's funny, now that you've crossed 75 today, you're actually closer to 100 than to 50. So, that's the next thing you have to look forward to. So on behalf of all your family, your friends, everyone gathered here today, I just want to express the deepest gratitude for the love you've given, the sacrifices that you made, and the joy that you brought into all of our lives. So may your years be filled with health, happiness, and the same and even more love that you generously shared with us. So if everyone can just grab their glass of water, or tea, or coffee, or whatever you're drinking, let's have a toast to my dad, a loving father, a devoted husband, and a true inspiration to all of us. Happy 75th birthday, and may your journey ahead be as extraordinary as the path behind it. And so, if we can Oh yeah, and one more thing. My wife wants to remind me that the flowers you can take home, so feel free to take it home as a tablescape. And that also just reminds me, I can't forget this. I want to thank my beautiful wife for everything that she's done here today. The excellent party, the tablescapes, the food, the awesome food from 8 Elements. All of that is her. But if you want to say thanks for any of that, you can just tell it to me. Let's all sing happy birthday. Oh, yes. Or count to 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vineyard. Happy birthday to you.
You'll go, Kate.
I got that picture though.
You're going to take it over there? Yeah.